Testing 1, 2, 3. What's up, cuz? What's up, Miss Ron? We will be getting started shortly. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Take it down to the 2-minute count. like to say good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Looking like we got a little problem there going on with my internet connection here. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'd like to say hello to everyone. Sorry for sorry for getting started late. Unfortunately, I did an update on my um, I did an update on my software, and in doing the update, um, I lost my microphone connections. Okay, I'd like to say hello to everyone. Look like I see my cuz there. How you doing there, Penny? How's things in St. Louis, Missouri? Miss Rump, I see you done tuned in. We're gonna make this real quick, you all. Uh, just as quick as I can, that is. But before I get started in the show, I want to I want to go ahead and take care of a few things. There seem to be there seem to be some confusion as it relates to my involvement with a few um, cases in Oakville, Arkansas. Um, there is at least about three cases in Oakville um, that either was dismissed for some reason or another by um, the former prosecutor, Miss Catherine Dean. She used to be the prosecutor for the South End down in Osceola. There was two or three cases that was dismissed upon her that these individuals they sought out my help. And of course, the only reason that I got involved with it was because it was a um, it was a situation to where it was attack on the criminal justice system in itself, which means um, there are certain individuals that are prosecuted, and there are other individuals for some reason or another they get a pass. And so that's what happened in those particular cases. It's not the fact that I have anything against either party. I don't. What I am frustrated with is that we have people that work in the criminal justice system and they try to use that as a crutch, to get people to either do or not to do something for them. And so I don't like that. That's corruption. And so anytime I hear of corruption, of course I'm very concerned. Um, and also the PPP loans. Seemed like my name came up in that. Look, you all, I did not have a list of anyone's name when I started out speaking about the PPP loans. My intent was to speak um, as it relates to our city government, Blytheville. They got like over 600 some $1,000, and I was want to know is there any type of oversight in terms of how we spend those dollars? Watching the money, tracking the money, in other words. Um, and so that was my intent. Unfortunately, I did hear there is a list that is in circulation. As a matter of fact, they sent the list to me just, what was it, yesterday, a day or two ago. First time I ever seen the list. Um, and so um, my intent or my concerns is not individuals, it's city government. That's my concern. But I will say this here, we'll just caution those of you who are getting PPP um, money or have gotten the money. My thing is that the best way to keep people out of your business is just don't fool with public dollars. Go to your private bank, get you a private loan, and that way it's between you and your bank because it's a private loan. But whenever you get public dollars, taxpayers' dollars, there must be some transparency as to how those dollars was dispersed, who those dollars was dispersed to, and for what was the reason. And so when you get public dollars, that's just an invitation where you're inviting folks into your business. And so, just my little word of advice to you. Hopefully, you'll take it. But anyway, let's get to the matter at hand today. As you all saw, a post that I put up, Blytheville Police Department continue to pay out your hard-earned tax dollars in lawsuits. This is another federal lawsuit that Blytheville is involved in. It involves a white gentleman who suffered severe injuries as a result of a police officer commanding his dog to attack this man. This man was unarmed, of course. Um, you will see on the video footage, or you will hear this man who indicate or who stated that he was coming out. In so many words, he give up. He was coming out. He surrendered. But as I understand, some of this video footage, from what I'm hearing, it's not there. Um, I'm also hearing that there was at least one police officer that did not activate his body cam. And so that's something that we need to talk about. There need to be some type of disciplinary actions if you have a police officer who have more than one occasion refuse to activate his or her body cam when they come in contact with the public. Those body cams must be activated. And so there must be some disciplinary action as to um, how those officers will be disciplined if they choose not to activate their body cam. Okay. Uh, but anyway, let me just read you. I meant to put it on the screen, but I have a document, a legal document in my hand. The name of this gentleman that we will be speaking about today, his name is, I want to say this, is it Dion Vernon versus uh, Stephen Sigmund. If you all know, I did have a picture of him somewhere. I probably show it later. But those of you remember, this is the same individual. This is the same individual, Mr. Sigmund, who um, shot and killed a black man back in I want to say 2013, somewhere around in there, 2014. Shot him in front of his mom. Matter of fact, in his mom living room. Shot and killed him. He also tased a man who I used to work with. He tased him in the back, where this individual, this black man, another black man again, he posed no threat to Officer Sigmund. But nevertheless, this conduct continued with Officer uh, Sigmund. He continued to cause the taxpayers to pay out more money for his misconduct. And so hopefully this $100,000 that the city has agreed to settle with this young man or this man who suffered injuries from dog bite, hopefully the city will hold this officer accountable again for his misconduct in terms of policing. Um, and we need to really make sure that Mayor Sanders and Chief Ross Thompson hold this officer accountable for his action. But it was $100,000 settlement that's been confirmed. Okay, that's been confirmed. I'm going to play this video in a minute, and I want to read you just so you all know. And if my internet is stalling, you all, I don't know what's going on. It must be heavy traffic today, but hopefully, we'll get through it. But this was a settlement. This is in federal court, as I say. It's Dion Vernon versus Stephen Sigmund. This settlement was in conference. Okay. Matter of fact, it was over in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This was on April the 8th, according to this document, unless they changed the date. That was a settlement conference. Okay. and there was an agreement. And it goes on to say the court date was actually supposed to have been March the 31st, trial date that is, but they moved it to June. With this here being said, and I read it to you, it say all defendants and other required parties having the authority to settle the case on behalf of defendants, along with their attorneys, must be present in person for the settlement conference. Plaintiff and his counsel must also be present in person for the settlement conference. Last paragraph. All of the dates specified in United States District Judge Lee P. Rodosky, I think that's how you pronounce his name. That's the judge. Scheduling order, including the June the 7th, 2021 trial date in Jonesboro, Arkansas, remain unchanged. In other words, if this case does not settle on April the 8th, 2021, it will proceed to trial before a jury on June the 7th, 2021. It is so ordered this 16th day of December 2020. So, regardless of what folks may tell you that it's not a settlement, there was a settlement, $100,000 settlement, and that's been confirmed by a reliable source. I won't reveal my source, but it's a very reliable source, and so I have no reason to doubt the information that was given to me. Okay, now let's go up here and play this video for you all. I want to really play this video. Like to say, how you doing there, Sister James? She done tuned in. Let me get my people here, Sister Miss Rump, Sister Rump, and of course my cousin Penny Knight. How you all doing? We're gonna get through this real quick. We're talking about this. PD stand for Blytheville Police Department. They settled a $100,000 federal lawsuit. I meant to show some other video footage of another young man who was punched in the back of the head with some type of object by a Blytheville police officer back here, I guess about a year ago. And that incident was swept up under the rug. But anyway, let's go up here and play this video right quick. The first video I'm going to play you is going to be actually the video to where the young man was where he was attacked by the dog. Okay, so let's go up here and find it now. Let's see if we can find it. Make sure I get my. That's wrong. That's the wrong one. That's the close out the show there. That's not the one we want. So let me get rid of that right now. Okay. I'm trying to end the show on us, huh? But anyway, let's go up here and play this right now. But this is the video right here. So let's go ahead and maximize it. And we're going to go ahead and play this video right quick. Okay, let's roll.
Stand up. I can't. The dog bite me, man. Get it off. Canine bite on the shirt. Nico, up. Loose. Three. Two. Stand up. Don't move. Loose. Can't move, bro. What the fuck? Shut up. Nico, loose. Nico, fully. Nico, loose. Get it, man. Nico. Nico. Loose, Nico. Fully. Nico. That's fine. Nico, here. Nico, come here, boy.
I'll fucking shoot you.
You still on him?
Yeah.
Eat the fucking
It's gonna fucking kill me.
Okay, go.
We're just about to the excuse me. We're just about to the end. This video is not long at all.
Get this damn dog, bro.
Man, I'm working for you.
I know, goddamn.
I'm going through the thickest.
Here, get this bitch. Here,
Nico,
get it.
Don't move. I know.
Goddamn. Woo.
Los! Off. Give me a light.
Here.
Off, Nico. Los, Nico.
Ah!
Relax.
Okay, I'm fucking relaxed.
Los. All right, back away from me. Back away.
As you can see, just want to pause it for a minute. This man is caught up in a bunch of weed, bushes, thorns, or whatever you want to call it. And so that's what you're looking at right now. You can see the barbed wire fence. That's a fence that's separating the officer and this suspect here, who they trying to apprehend. So that's what you're seeing right now.
Los, Nico. Go that way.
So let me, I'm coming.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
They're telling Nico, good job.
All right.
Okay, now right here, you see the young man. He's coming over the fence.
God damn.
He's bloody.
Fuck.
That alarm that's going off before I saw him.
Get down. No.
Come here, Nico.
Hold on.
Good boy.
Just relax. You got any weapons or anything on you, bud?
Hey, give me a light, guys.
You go.
I got fucking figured
Got
out.
my fucking arm ate up. You shouldn't have ran, man. Damn.
Why you breaking into shit?
You ain't breaking into shit.
Yeah, dude, I was sitting there watching.
We were sitting up waiting on you all night, bro.
Hey, couple.
I just stopped you a second ago.
I just get over here. He jumped the fence when we were like, I threw him over the fence. Yeah, I did you over the fence. Yeah. Nico, boy. Hey,
Come over here.
you know me. He worked up.
We just about coming to the end.
Hands on.
All right. Hold on.
And need to have an ambulance right there.
All right, hey, come over here with me, all right? Let's walk, not jumping this ditch, go in here. Trade away. If you want me, this is Kentucky in the tracks. Katie, if you'll send Pat for our location.
We're gonna go ahead and end this. They got him in
Right here.
excuse me,
Kentucky,
can you shake this
right
cough?
here at the tracks, Kentucky by MCC.
But we're going to end this one right now. This video right here, we're going to end this for right now. And I want to show you one more quick short video. Okay. The next video that I want to show you, actually, it's real short. This is where they take him to the hospital. And I imagine this is where they begin to start, treating him for his injuries. And I just want you to see his left, I think it's his left shoulder. Okay. So let's go up here and find it right now. Find this last video, and then we'll come back. I give my commentary. And if you have any questions, I'll try to ask them as best I can. And then we'll conclude this broadcast. Sound good? Okay, let's go and find this video. Okay, where is it? Okay, let's go find. I want to say this is the one. I hope it is. Is it? Let's see if this the one. Okay, I think it is. Okay, now this next video here, this is where they are treating him for his injuries. And so I want you to pay close attention to his shoulder. It's chewed up pretty bad. Okay, let's go up here and play it. Let me zoom it out a little bit. Let me go back over. Here we go. you can see his shoulder right here. Let me pause that. I don't know if you can see that pretty good. Um, but his shoulder, right in this area here, you can see the dog chewed it up pretty bad. Um, and I imagine he would have those scars probably for the rest of his life. Okay. But that is what the shoulder is looking like. I was trying to zoom it in. Um, can't find my zoom button, but I'm sure you can see that pretty good. So let's go ahead and roll just a couple of more seconds, and then we'll close it out.
Hey, Doc, my ain't gloves. I was gonna say, someone could hold this one. Let's get them in. Let's get these real quick. What size you want? Small.
And right, oh, I missed it. Let's see. Right.
Within the last 30.
I was trying to get a good shot of it. Okay, right there. I'm pretty sure you can see it. Um, I was hoping that I can zoom this up a little bit more, but it don't look like I can. But hopefully you can see that uh, all the bites. I mean, cut deep into his skin. Um, he lucky he didn't lose that arm. Very extensive injuries that this young man endured. Um, but that's it right there. I just wanted to show you all um, these two quick videos. We're getting ready to end it. It's getting ready to shut off in about probably another 30, 40 seconds anyway. And so I'm going to give my commentary, then listen to your questions, and we'll conclude this broadcast. Okay, that's it. So that broadcast is pretty much it's over. The gentleman, I want to try to see if I can get a picture of the gentleman. Let's see if I can get a picture of him. Uh, don't know if I can. Let's see if we got a picture of him. I'm hoping we do. And I'll show you the guy that was named in the lawsuit. Okay, this is, I want to say this is the Stephen Sigmund. Uh, of course, I think Nico, or whatever the dog name. I think this dog passed away. I don't know what happened to the dog, but I think the dog died. But this was his trainer right here. Um, see if I can blow that up. Uh, I don't know if you can see that, but this was the trainer. Um, this guy also, as I indicated, this was the guy, and I hope I got my information correct in this photo here. If not, I stand correct. But I'm thinking that this is Stephen Sigmund. This is also the gentleman that shot Terrence Dotson uh, uh, in his mom's living room back here in 2013. Of course, no charges was brought against him. I imagine police immunity pretty much shielded him. And also, he tased another black man unarmed in the back. And I think that cost the city 20, 30 some $1,000. And so the only way that this guy is going to learn, what's that old saying? The fight that fat meat is greasy, is that he's going to have to be held to account. And so that is him right there. Okay. So let me go ahead and end that. um, and close that out. But that is what we have. Uh, and again, most of these officers, what they do, they hide behind this here is what is called police immunity. I hope I spelled that correctly. But a police immunity, basically, what that does, it gives police officer what they call a get out of the jail card or keep you out of jail card. Whenever they commit, uh, 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 say, some type of incident, I just use that word for now, to where it causes uh, real serious injuries to a person while in their physical custody. In some cases, this individual or these individuals have died. And what that law does, police immunity, it say, okay, he seriously injured the person. He killed the person, but he had no choice. He killed the person, injured the person in the course of him performing his job. So therefore, the police officers should qualify for police immunity, or it's called qualified immunity. Okay. And even if the officer make a mistake, you know, to where he accidentally harmed someone or he accidentally killed someone, still qualified immunity, police immunity, qualified immunity. Uh, the officer, uh, in most cases, will use that as a defense, and he or she, will get off. Unfortunately, the George Floyd case, um, I think, is a good start to where holding police officer accountable. And what I'm going to be doing, we're going to try to put together some type of um, document to where we're going to ask our mayor to do what many other mayors, the state of Texas, or shall I say the city of Texas, Houston, uh, Minneapolis, I think there's Colorado. Those are three states right there where they have had taken some action on a local level to where they are seriously beginning to hold police accountable for misconduct. Okay, that it be taken away, outlawing the chokehold. That's one thing that they're doing. Um, the no knock clause, how they like to just come in and bum rush you, and in most cases, when they do that, someone get hurt, if not killed, with the no knock warrants. And also, they also is talking about, um, which is still on the table. I don't think nothing has been discussed about that. They're talking about uh, requiring the police officers to be bonded, have some type of insurance, and that way, when they commit uh, this misconduct, you and I will not have to pay for that misconduct. That will come out of whatever company uh, who they have coverage with for the liability insurance, um, and they will pay instead of the taxpayers. And so those are some some things that are being worked on. Um, and qualified immunity, that's another thing to where it don't even require um, any type of what do you call city ordinance or anything like that. The mayor can use what many other mayors and state governments are using across this country, and it's called their executive power. Mayor Sanders can end this thing tomorrow with his executive power when it comes to doing some of these things, banning chokeholds, um, no knock warrants, having or requiring police officers uh, to face discipline, especially when that discipline has been found to where, if nothing else, they violated policies. Okay. And so those are some things that we need to try to put in place. Again, Blytheville settled this $100,000 federal lawsuit. Uh, There is also another individual that was involved. Let me see if I can pull his name up. I think you all know this fellow. The other officer, he was involved with Rayshawn Warren death. I'm pretty sure you might can see this guy, but that's him right there. He uh, Nathan Corcoran, I think his name. I don't know if he's still employed with the police department. I'm hearing he's not, but this is the officer Nathan Corcoran. Uh, we have video footage to where we know if no one else put Rayshawn in a chokehold, which we believe that there possibly was others uh, who did the same as well. But the video footage clearly show Nathan Corcoran on top of Rayshawn, uh, having him uh, in a position to where he applied force to his throat, causing him to lose consciousness. Okay. And so we know if no other time, we do know that this officer, Nathan Corcoran, uh, put Rayshawn Warren in a chokehold. And so those are some things that we calling upon the mayor to do to ban the chokehold at the local level. There's nothing statutory or constitutional law that says that police officers uh, have a right to use chokeholds. There's nothing constitutional about that. Okay, and so just want to make that clear. Um, I don't know if I have anything else for you all. Like I say, um, it's time the police officers um, understand that this um, qualified immunity, what I call um, a stay out of jail card, it must end. Okay, at least that's my thought on it. I'm gonna go over here now to my comment section to see if we got any type of questions or statements. And once I get through those, um, I'm going to conclude this broadcast. Okay. Let's see. Uh, oh, that's Miss Rump. Oh, well. She's just making a statement. You all don't I don't see any questions over here. And like I say, this is a very hot topic. One that I think um, you all are or you should be very interested in, and it shouldn't take that long to 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 ask questions or to make statements. And so I'm going to give it about another minute or two. And if there's no questions um, to come before this broadcast, then we will conclude uh, this broadcast. Okay. And so let me see what I got over here. Uh, oh, that ain't nothing there. But anyway, that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I want to say this here again before I close. Uh, to the cases that are going on down in Osceola, Arkansas, people understand this here. I do not get involved with black on black crime. Someone may say, well, why did Tony do this and why did Tony do that? Again, Tony was not against either party who is in court arguing against each other. I got no interest in that. My only interest is that the prosecutor has a job to do and the prosecutor failed in carrying out her duties. And another reason is that I get involved when I believe the criminal justice system somewhat has been uh, somewhat trampled on, is that could have been a relative of mine to where who was harmed, and the prosecutor decide not to hold um, the person who caused the harm accountable. I wouldn't like that. You wouldn't like that. If it was your relative who was harmed in some way, you would want justice. In fact, if it was you that was harmed some way, you would want justice. So we got to call out criminal, uh, um, what they call it, prosecutorial misconduct. What I'm trying to say, prosecutorial misconduct. You can't be selective in who you prosecute and who you don't prosecute. That's one thing. And for those individuals who believe that they got a particular prosecutor, a particular judge, a particular city official in their back pocket, and they feel no backlash when they go out here and they commit these crimes, is because they believe that they can turn to this judge, turn to this prosecutor, turn to this city official, and they can make whatever charges against them. They can make them go away. So we got to send a message to those individuals to make them understand that when you commit a crime, you cannot run and hide behind city officials. You must be held accountable. So that is my interest. My interest only is to hold prosecutors accountable in doing their job. So that's basically all I have. Again, I'm going over here and look at my screen to see if I can um, see a question. Who is that? If they can't do any better than that with the dog, they should not be in charge of the dog. To my understanding, Sister James, to my understanding, in reading I don't have the court, um, the case in front of me, but according to the according to the complaint, I'm told that this officer actually didn't have any type of certification or took any type of training to handle this dog. Also in the filing, uh, which I didn't read, but also in the filing, when the young man repeatedly began to shout at the officer to get the dog up off him, the officer did in fact uh, gave a command. I think you might have heard something like loaf, loaf, or loaf, loaf, or loof, or whatever you call it. I think that's some type of command. I don't know if that means quit, at ease, or what, but he used the word loaf. Anytime you have a trainer, and it said that he gave this command, according to the court filing, he gave this command at least 30 times, and the dog will not let go of the man body. He continue to lock onto the man's body. He will not obey. When I say he, I mean the dog. The canine will not obey his trainer. Now, I don't know if that was because the officer lacked the training, but the officer had to climb over the fence. And according to the filing, he had to put his dog, Nico, I think that's the dog name, Nico, or whatever. He had to put his dog in a chokehold. You know, even put the dog in a chokehold. He had to put his dog in a chokehold to pull his dog away from the man, the victim. And so that is a clear indication right there that there was either a lack of training or the officer had a dog that actually was not trained himself to obey commands. All right. I don't think dogs need to be used to attack people. Now, if they going out on some drug sting or whatever, or to sniff some type of scent, whereas a inmate done escape, inmates, I say inmates, you know, not civilians, inmates. If an inmate done escape or what have you, and they get out the dogs and try to track down the scent, I understand all that. But we should not allow our police department to use dogs as a weapon on civilians. That law, and we have one. Blytheville, Arkansas, have a dog policy, and we need to have that dog policy banned. So I agree with your Sister Jane. Uh, those dogs, if the trainer cannot, uh, if the trainer cannot control his dog, then either the dog got to go or the trainer got to go. All right. Let's see if we get anything else. Let's see if we get something else. Uh, as I stated previously, DCFS uh, will remove children from the home for obstructing airway, but the officers can obstruct and kill and no accountability. Again, I totally agree. Uh, but we have legislators who have given the police officer uh, a stay out of jail card. And so it's going to come to the point to where um, we have to end qualified immunity. If we end qualified, one of the two things got to happen. It'll be good that if we can end qualified immunity, but we see now that we're having somewhat an uphill battle in doing that. If qualified immunity has to stay in place, then what we need to be calling for is that these police officers, they be responsible for taking out their own liability insurance coverage. In other words, be bonded, and also place conditions on that liability insurance. If any officer who refused to pay his or her liability insurance, or if they allow their liability insurance to expire, then that officer must understand that his job or her job is at risk. You cannot be police officers without liability insurance. You must be bonded. We have doctors who are bonded. We have certain other businesses that are bonded to protect themselves against liability lawsuits. The police officer should be no different. Okay. Now, we got that. Let me see. Sister James got another one. Who are you talking about in Osceola? Well, I won't call the people name out. Um, in the public, this news feed or this stream. Uh, but I'm pretty sure the word gets around quick. It's a little small town, so I'm pretty sure by the time I end this broadcast, you probably will already know at least the last recent case, who I'm talking about. Uh, how you doing, Miss Williams? Okay, we got one more. We got one more question or a statement. Uh, some dogs have turned on their masters. So why use an animal that you cannot control or know what the dog thinking, man? Again, I think it goes to training, Sister Rump. Um, I'm thinking either the officer didn't have the necessary training that is needed, or he had a dog that was not put through the training. They both need to be trained. I mean, when you give a command and that dog has went through, some type of training program, over a period of months, if you will, then I would think that the uh, the owner, or shall I say, the handling, the person who handles the dog, uh, ought to be able to give commands to control the dog. And so, look like that's pretty much it, you all. All I have. Um, hopefully, I can see you again next week. We still may be talking about some police issues. There's some other issues that I really want to get to. I know that every show that I do, is not for everybody. And so there's going to be some shows you're not even curious to tune in to. But I will say this here in closing. Uh, Again, to those of you who have received it, the PPP money, uh, understand this here, people. I'm not in your business. I'm just trying to give you uh, a little insight here. Is that two things? The money is not supposed to be used to start a business. Okay, you must have already uh, have a business. Some of y'all done went out and you done got this money, and some of you done start a business, or you say you're gonna start a business. That's one thing. Now let's talk about the folks who got a business. I mean, you legal. You legal. You got a business. Okay, and so the only thing about you is that the law requires that you spend. I want to say it's either 60% or up to 70 or 75% of that money uh, must be spent for its intended purpose, which is to keep your doors open and to keep people employed. That's how we stimulate the economy. That's why they call it a stimulus package. They want you to get the money, don't squeeze the money and try to hold on to it to take you a vacation on down the road. But you're supposed to spend the money. You get the money and you put the money back into circulation, which is in the economy to help get us to where we need to be. Okay. That's all I have, you all. Indeed, Sister Rum, uh, good show, and also, like you say, good trouble. Good trouble is something that I don't mind embracing. But ladies and gentlemen, that's my show. I thank you all for tuning in. I did good again. We're keeping the show, you know, an hour less. No more hour and a half shows, 2 hour shows. Those days are over. For now on, it's gonna be 45 minutes, no more than an hour. Okay. So that's my show. You all catch me next week, and we will be coming back, giving you another good show, one that I believe that uh, you'll like. I don't really want to tell exactly what it is right now, but I will say that the show that we do uh, bring to you, or plan on bringing to you next week, I think it'll be one that you will be pretty much uh, interested in. And so, folks, I hit a button again. Let me turn this thing off. Let me turn that off. Uh, Sorry about that. But anyway, I'm gonna run back over here one more time and go through my comment section to see if I get any more. Uh, if I get any more. What was that? Nothing more. Nothing more. Can't find it. Anyway, I want to go over here and find out if I get any more questions over here before we close this thing out. Okay. Uh, oh, that's not it. I'm still trying to pull up stuff, you all, and I'm getting the wrong thing here. Let me find it again. I wanted to show you all something, but it don't seem like I can find it. Don't seem like I can find it. Uh, where is it? I just had it. Don't see it. But anyway, I want to say, uh, uh, there you go again. I don't know why this keep coming up. But anyway, you all, I can't find what I'm looking for. I feel like I got everything all mixed up here. But you all catch me again next week. Uh, we'll come back and we'll try to give you another good show, one that you can enjoy, and hopefully you will find yourself in good health, and as well as myself, and we can come together again. Go ahead and have a little dialogue. Tony Hollis Live Talk Show. Testify. want to say good night to everybody, and may you all have a blessed remaining night. Peace and love.